참 오랫동안 했거든요. 좋아요. 이거 다른 게 없으니까 참 오랫동안 메디컬 디바이스 커뮤니티 코치하고 있거든요. 참 활동하고 있습니다. 네? 동원? 동원이죠. 지금 MC하고 커뮤니티 좀 달라 있으니까 거기는 저는 헬스케어 쪽이라
For a lifetime. I'm born I travel. My job requires me to travel a lot. My schedule is I cover 8 days. But sometimes it's not too much. Travel is fun. But when it is too much,
I used to. I was going 3 months
oh, it's a blessing.
That's what.
The tendency is more local hires. Cost down, price down, price down. I would actually, you would have one of the commitments that we really yes. No wonder you can still afford expect. Yeah, I know. One of my great friends. He stayed in Taiwan and know, but the funny thing is that we joke a lot that he doesn't work in the next 10 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, Premier Chen.
Out of capacity.
他是推出外交研究院，他是团长。多年前是。默克俄罗斯不是大学虽然是两个问题，华联系后来是主导，亚马逊继续讲政策外访，不用太复杂，爱丁这种毛利率是，英特尔公司高公司，Uber 公司欧麦克。巴西西公司。市长，谢谢。领导，我们先送礼，谢谢。哦。就是小笼包的那个换盘组。OK。Okay. Okay, thank you. Something for you. Thank you.
哇哦。This is United States Challenge. And so I give it to you now. If next time I see you, you don't have any problem with it. Okay.
Take a picture.
Oh, here, you can show it. 谢谢
Thank you.
请院长致辞。
克拉克主席，还有韩如博会长，各位企业的代表，各位贵宾，大家平安，大家午安，大家好。
Mr. Keith Kroc, head of the delegation and chairman of the Kroc Institute for Tech Diplomacy, Mr. Rupert Hammond Chambers, president of the U.S.-Taiwan Business Council, distinguished members of the delegation, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
非常欢迎克拉克主席带领了我们美国台湾商业协会 USDBC 的访团的各位企业代表来访。这次访团涵盖着高科技、能源及金融产业，显示美商重视台湾市场，并且积极深入和台湾企业的合作关系，也特别向半年内来访两度来访台的，一直深化台美关系的克拉克主席表达感谢之意。
I would like to start by welcoming Mr. Kroc and the U.S.-Taiwan Business Council delegation. This group represents leading U.S. corporations from the high-tech, energy, and financial sectors. Your visit underscores the importance of Taiwan's market to U.S. companies and demonstrates your interest in expanding collaboration with Taiwanese businesses. I would also like to express my gratitude to Mr. Kroc for visiting us for the second time in 6 months and for his continued support of the deepening of Taiwan-U.S. relations.
一直以来，台美商业协会是我国推动深化对美经贸关系的坚实伙伴。不管是在透过联系美国政府跟立法部门举办产业论坛，还是投书美国媒体发布产业景气调查报告，到疫情时间的定期访台，疫情后的定期访台，台美商业协会都成为美国企业了解台湾的窗口，也是跟台湾站在一起并肩合作。
Over the years, the USTBC has strongly supported deeper bilateral relations across all spheres, including economics, trade, and investment. Indeed, the Council is a staunch partner of Taiwan. It has continued to underline the importance of bilateral ties through consultations with the U.S. administration and Congress, business forums, editorials in the U.S. media, and other activities such as regular visits to Taiwan. Thanks to the efforts of the USTBC, U.S. businesses are able to have a better understanding of Taiwan.
我要在此特别肯定美台商业协会长期以来对台湾经贸关系的坚定支持，以及对投资台湾具备信心。
I would like to recognize the contributions of the USTBC and thank you for your unwavering and long-term support for Taiwan and for our bilateral trade and investment relations.
过去3年，台湾面对的国际经贸环境还有国际情势的巨大变化，在全体台湾人民的团结努力之下，台湾的经济成长率仍然高于全球的平均值。我们向世界展现了我们的力量和韧性，备受世界的肯定。
In the past 3 years, the global economic and trade environment has undergone major changes. During this time, Taiwan has faced many additional challenges on the international stage, but through the efforts of the Taiwanese people, our economic growth rate has outpaced the global average, demonstrating the strength and resilience of Taiwan's economy.
根据国际货币基金 IMF 的估计，2350万人口的台湾已经是全球第21大的经济体。而根据瑞士洛桑管理学院 IMD 世界竞争力的年报，台湾的总体竞争力也进步到全球第6名。
Taiwan has become the 21st largest economy in the world, according to the International Monetary Fund. We have also climbed to 6th place in the IMD World Competitiveness Rankings.
未来政府也将持续投入预算来强化国内的产业和投资的环境，强化台湾经济韧性，并且持续致力吸引全球投资台湾。
Looking ahead, the government will continue to invest in upgrading and transforming Taiwanese industries and enhancing our investment environment to make Taiwan an even more favorable destination for foreign investment.
在台美双边经贸关系方面，台湾和美国无论在双边贸易或者是投资领域都有很显著的成长。
In addition, bilateral trade and investment between Taiwan and the U.S. have grown significantly.
根据美国商务部的数据，2023年1到11月，美国是台湾第2大贸易伙伴，台湾为美国第8大的贸易伙伴，双边贸易额达到了1335亿美元。在投资方面，美国是台湾的第3大的外资来源国，也是台湾主要尖端科技的技术来源。
From January to November 2023, the United States was Taiwan's 2nd largest trading partner, and Taiwan was the United States' 8th largest. Bilateral trade reached $133.5 billion. The United States is already Taiwan's 3rd largest source of foreign direct investment and a major source of investment in technology.
台美透过了双方投资强化合作，尤其在半导体、AI、电动车等关键领域，例如台积电赴美扩大投资后，成功带动了周边的供应链厂商共同赴美来设厂。联发科在美投资 IC 设计中心等。同时，美国 Google、Amazon、美光等公司亦以具体的行动来持续加码投资台湾，肯定台湾是安全可靠的投资地点。
In the key areas of semiconductors, AI, and electric vehicles, industrial cooperation has been bolstered by flourishing two-way investment. TSMC's investment in Arizona has encouraged its suppliers to set up factories in the US, and MediaTek is opening a new chip design center in Indiana. Meanwhile, US companies such as Google, Amazon, and Micron continue to increase their investments here, demonstrating that Taiwan is a secure and reliable place to invest.
为了促进双方的投资，我国政府诚挚的期盼以美国来尽速解决双重课税的问题。希望这一件事情已经通过了这一个众议院的委员会。我们希望这一个贵协会也能够持续协助向美国政府表达这个议题的重要性，就美商对台投资可增加资金运用及降低税务风险，为双方的产业跟人才交流来创造利基。
To create an even more attractive environment for two-way investment, we hope to swiftly resolve the issue of double taxation, and we're glad that the U.S. House of Representatives have made a huge step in this regard. And we also hope that the USTBC can continue to provide us with support, because this would alleviate some of the pressure on businesses from both sides and create more opportunities for industrial and talent exchanges.
2022年6月宣布启动的台美21世纪贸易倡议，经历了1年，已经在2023年的6月签署了首批的协定。我们正持续就协定中的其他议题来进行磋商。
Bilateral ties have deepened through various mechanisms, particularly the Taiwan-U.S. Initiative on 21st Century Trade, which was announced in June 2022. After just 1 year, the first agreement under the initiative was signed in June 2023, and we are currently holding the second round of negotiations.
此外，双方将继续在经济繁荣伙伴对话 （EPPD）、科学贸易及投资合作架构 （TTIC） 等平台。继续就供应链的韧性、科学与技术、能源转型等多元议题加强合作。以上这些深化台美经济贸易制度性的往来的机制，将有助于进一步强化台美经济伙伴关系。期盼贵协会也能够继续协助支持。
Taiwan and the United States have strengthened cooperation on a variety of other issues, including supply chain resilience, science and technology, and energy transition through the Economic Prosperity Partnership Dialogue and the Technology Trade and Investment Collaboration Framework. These mechanisms advance institutional economic engagement and establish a more comprehensive trading partnership. Your continued support for these initiatives would be deeply appreciated.
很高兴美台商业协会再度组团来访，我国政府将持续努力来健全投资的环境，提升双边的经贸关系。诚挚希望在座的各位能够持续给予台湾大力的支持，我们一同努力，让台美关系在未来能够持续创下新的里程碑。
In closing, I am delighted to receive this delegation from the USTBC. The government of Taiwan will continue to promote two-way trade and investment and further elevate bilateral relations through a range of mechanisms. I look forward to your continued support for the Taiwan-U.S. Economic and Trade Partnership. Together, I am confident that we will reach new milestones for the of both countries.
祝福各位在台的行程都能够圆满顺利，也祝福大家身心灵健康、平安喜乐、家庭美满、万事如意。谢谢大家。
In closing, thank you again for visiting Taiwan, and I wish you all a pleasant and successful stay, and I wish everyone good health and joy. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let's welcome Chairman Kroc to give us a few words.
Thank you so much, Mr. Premier. It's a great honor to be back here in Taiwan. I've been coming to Taiwan for 30 years as a businessman. And when I think about that historic trip in September 2020, and what we were able to accomplish, it's so great to see it being carried on. When I was running U.S. economic diplomacy, I had the mission to develop and operationalize the global economic security strategy. And Taiwan was a key part of that strategy. Why? Well, because it is a role model for freedom and a linchpin for democracy. And it certainly punches above its weight in terms of innovation and everything that Taiwan has demonstrated in terms of thriving in a democracy. So when I came for that visit, we did a number of things. One of those was create the Economic Prosperity Partnership and the continuing dialogue. And now it's in its fourth year. And this is the broadest economic partnership that the United States does. Covered everything from semiconductors manufacturing, but also economic empowerment of women, education. It really ran the gamut. We were able to put that together in about 6 weeks. You know, should I stop for your translation?
Yes.
It's okay?
It's okay.
Okay. I always forget that part. You know, the other key thing was we, in a month, put together the Science and Tech Agreement because there's so much synergy between our countries and our powerful innovation companies and what we've been able to pull off. And the purpose behind tightening those economic ties, of course, is what you have been talking about. Drive Taiwan's prosperity and the United States with it. And accelerate the digital transformation. But also enhance the international standing of Taiwan. And it's so great to see that that has indeed happened. And we looked at these 7 series of steps to lay the groundwork for what our goal was, a free trade agreement. And one thing I can assure you, Mr. Premier, there's not anybody in this room who is for double taxation. If there is, please step forward. And so we're doing everything we can in terms of getting Congress going on that. Now, I came back last August and presented President Tsai with the Kroc Institute's Tech Freedom Award. We also announced the Kroc Institute's Taiwan Center for Innovation and Prosperity, really with the same goals of driving the economic growth, accelerating the digital transformation with trusted technology, and also enhancing Taiwan's international standing. So that commitment is there. And one of the things that we believe is an all of society effort in terms of advancing freedom. So it's not just our governments, it's our private sectors, it's civil society, it's universities, and that's what this center is all about. So now, when Rupert asked me to lead the delegation of the U.S.-Taiwan Business Council, I accepted immediately. It's a great honor, and I can tell you, Rupert is the absolute superstar. And Rupert, I got to thank you, first of all, for inviting me to do this, but everything you've done for U.S.-Taiwan ties. You're absolutely extraordinary. And what you have is some of the top executive representatives from some of the top countries or companies in the U.S. And so we're here on a mission. How do we tighten those ties? How do we get more investment in Taiwan and Taiwan investment in the United States, trade, all these different areas, because together we're a mighty force. You know, the other thing that I will say, also what we're focused on, and this came out of the Global Tech Security Commission that I co-chair, where this center came out of, is building the global trusted tech network. And that's countries, companies, civil society, universities, all united that live by these principles and trust. And that was one of the things we talked about at lunch today. And that is when we think of Taiwan, we think of a trustworthy partner. And that's the theme of our visit, because it's the most important word in the world. You partner with people you trust, you buy from people you trust, you love people you trust. And we're here to build those relationships. So with that, I really want to thank you, and maybe we can leave some time for questions. Okay, thank you very much.
喂，媒体开放时间到这边，请同仁协助引导媒体离场。
那个